All right. We have our civs selected, our 15 civs. We're on fractal continents this time. This is, as you can see, highlighted by this big fancy green text here. This is a mod. This is a mod that adds new map scripts, not type. They're not solid chosen maps. These are map scripts. So they function like all these other like randomized maps where it's like continents plus, right? And so there's just more scripts. More scripts. So we're doing fractal continents for this one. We're doing small like we usually do. Quick gameplays there. Ancient era. We're going to start all the way back in ye old times. Standard, we're going to leave all of this normal this time. Island size, standard many few. Big standard small. Island size, smoothness, higher low. Resources strategically balanced there. Medium sea level there. Rainfall, normal. Temperate. I guess I could put this on random. Like, we'll leave the island types on standard, but yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's tinker with that this time. So we'll put, what can we randomize? World age, young, many hills and mountains, few hills and mountains, old, standard, random. We'll leave that one, but we'll do random temperature, random rainfall, random sea level, low. Or you know what? Screw it. Let's just go all in on the random this time. We'll go random continent too. Why not? Random world age. Random. All random. Everything all random all the time. We're going 6 city-states this time. We have, remember, our Nintendo city-states on there as the people have voted. We have a number of mods installed for this one as well. We are using the resource compendium, so there's going to be many more resources out there on the map. We're also using the map scripts from that same modders, so they will be very compatible. We're also got aquatic resources, so there's different like fish and other aquatic related resources as well. And we're also keeping in the fisherman mod from last time, and that will actually make some usage with the aquatic resource mod as well, as that means that there could be probably more likelihood of inland fish of some sort. And we also have the revolts mod on, because that one was pretty funny. That one worked out really, really well. And I think that's it in terms of mods. Let me just verify really quick, like. Ah, yes. The tile conquest. Right. I had forgotten to install that one. Or no, I had it installed, but I think I disabled it temporarily to reload a previous save. We're going to also be using the Tile Conquest mod, which is a mod that whenever civs are at war and they're fighting amongst themselves, as they usually tend to, civs can actually, like military units can actually take, oh, epithets, that's new. Can actually take, terrain, oh my god, what's the word I'm looking for? Not terrain. Land. Borders and stuff. They'll actually claim land. And we know it's going to fully work because this is also by the same creator of these other mods, so we're covered for that. So shoutouts to Gaia, if Gaia ever ends up watching this. And we're also we got another mod installed called I Spy, which allows us to see who is spying on who. Designed for AI matches. Might have to reset up the civs here, but alas. No, we're good. Oh, bless you, game. Alright, now we got everything running. Random age, random temperature, random rainfall, random sea level. We got all of our civs here, our 15 civs for today. Game, why are you being what you are? Game is being a little bit drunk at the moment. There we go. Okay. It was just out of window. Alright, well, we got everything set. We got 6 city-states. It's going to be a busy one out there. Let's get the game going.
Hail, mighty Bismarck.
Yes, sir. We're going, once again, the German satellite.
Germany is an upstart nation, fashioned from the ruins of the Holy Roman Empire and finally unified in 1871, a little more than a century ago.
Yeah. Okay, let's get the setup going. You know how it is. Oh, I didn't want that on. Oops. I gotta remember how to do this. Haha! Okay, before we fully explore the map, let me just get the German satellite out and about there. Oh, wow, some northern land up there. Unironically, South Pole might be better for... No, that looks like a pretty good spot. Paint a satellite, go boop. Delete our settler. Delete our warrior. Put the sub to sleep. Ooh, that is an interesting map. Okay. And reveal all. Let us meet today's contestants. Yay! Contestant number 1 representing Clumsy Golem on the field today is Vanilla Celts, led by Boudica. Queen Boudica. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna start a new thing. I'm just gonna read off their leader trait. Druidic Lore. +1 faith in cities with an adjacent unimproved forest tile. This doubles in cities with 3+ adjacent unimproved forest tiles. Representing Nelson is Genju Khan of the Tiele Turks. Apparently a very obscure civ. With his unique leader trait, Crossing of the Golden Mountains, mounted units which capture cities may found cities of their own. Defeating units stacked with a great general, it rewards a large sum of influence of the nearest city-state. Representing Super Nintendo Chalmers, Brad, is Aho Etu. I'm going to pronounce all of these sort of names wrong, I guess. of Tuitonga. Earn more influence for completing city-state quests. Whenever you first meet a civilization or a city-state, earn a random faith, culture, gold, or science boost. Representing this makes me very uncomfortable, I'm not going to lie. I know it's very cultural, but it does make me uncomfortable, because it's face paint fear and all that. Representing Poutine. Potatau de Werewero of the Maori. Leader trait is a free settler on meeting a foreign civilization for the first time and receives settler production on the capital on subsequent new meetings. Newly founded cities start with any of the capital's culture yielding buildings. That's a Utica expression. Ah, I see. Representing myself. The bomb-ass queen of everything. Cleopatra the 7th of the Ptolemies. with her leader trait called Queen of Kings. Embassies established in your capital grant 5% of the civilization's capital's highest yield. Receive military units and culture after signing a declaration of friendship. So, anyone want to be friends with Cleopatra here? You want to be friends with me? Representing Arkhold today is the fabled hero Beowulf of the Geats. Leader trait called Heroic Codes. Units adjacent to defeated non-barbarian enemies gain +3 XP. Simple but effective.
Die Erzherzogin zu Österreich
Yeah.
heißt Eminenz willkommen in...
Yeah.
Ach, bringen wir es hinter uns.
Uh-huh.
Wofür wird gespeist?
Yeah. Whatever you got, dude. Representing Maya Arenal. I did that. Maya Arenal today. It's on the board. Is Empress Maria Theresa of Austria. This is vanilla Austria. Diplomatic marriages, the leader trait, can spend gold to annex or puppet any city-state that has been your ally for 5 turns. Representing Chimera Gamer today is Warrior Yagan of the Noongar, who are an indigenous Australian peoples. Leader trait is called Inheritance of the Carthaginian. Yeah. Repairing pillaged improvements yields a burst of food in the closest city. When a city grows in population, units within 2 tiles gain XP. And that's going to synergize with with 2 of their other uniques that in fact have things to do with pillaging. The current reigning champ from the last match is Jomez 95. Representing the Siu today is Red Cloud as the leader. The leader trait called Akichita. Cities with garrison increases happiness by 1 and +10 experience for newly trained units in that city. While at war with a civilization with 3 or more technologies than the Siu, units gain a combat bonus and gold cost upgrading military units reduced. Okay, reading off all of these is a little time consuming, but we're going with it. Representing Games for Life Gamer is Roald Amundsen of Antarctica today. Leader trait is called Farthest South. Receive science for each tile you discover that lies undiscovered by any other civilization. Cities founded adjacent to ice train weaker units faster and preserve an amount of food when a citizen is born. How are you doing today, Brad? How's PEI? Representing Falconix today is Juan Manuel de Rosas of Argentina. The leader trait Savage Pampas. Worked farms and pastures produce +1 culture per empty special slot in their city. Trade routes to or from puppet cities provide additional gold. Representing Protect Baby Yoda today, this is Vanilla Ethiopia of Emperor and Emperor Haile Selassie. With leader trait Spirit of Adwa, +20 combat strength versus units belonging to civilizations with more cities than you. This is Vanilla Ethiopia. So we got 3 vanilla civs in here today. Representing Incubus is Sorghagatani, Queen of the Mongols. Leader trait is called Queen of Khans. Land trade routes provide visibility of their foreign destination cities. Land combat units gain +1 movement for each owned trade route destroyed at the outbreak of war. And the final civ for today, representing Oscar's VT, is Kakobao of Fiji. Leader trait of Destroyer of Bao. Clearing barbarian encampments yields food and influence, which there are none. So, that's a little bit null and void for this one, but allied militaristic city-states, better hope there's some, provide a copy of any melee units they train, whilst non-militaristic city-states provide a copy of any worker units. There we go. And our city-states today Our 6 city-states, our Nintendo city-states, we got Dire Docks, Zebes, Narshe, Emerald Hill Zone, Figaro Castle, and Smashville. Yay! And we have this button up here, which is the spy list. And we got a hell of a map here. A very, very large eastern continent there. Number of islands all over the place, which I'm sure some city-states have spawned on. Let's hit that next turn button and let's let the world go. While they're doing their first turn, let's get the browser open real quick. We gotta see what our bonuses are going to be this time around. Our bonus things or whatever. Bonus points, yeah. Spin it! Most agricultural. We also got least cultural. That's a funny one. Based on tourism created. And the final bonus point goes to... Oh, is it gonna be... No, it is the least agricultural. Alright. Again, remember these bonus points only go to the civs that are still alive by the end of the game. Looking at the current standings here, Protect Baby Yoda up top with 5 matches played, 27 points. Cool Cucumber, that's Pat. Pat is not here today. Pat does not have a civ, so the rankings could slightly be in flux a little bit today. Games for Life Gamer in 3rd place there. Nelson in 4th with 21 points there. Chimera Gamer in 5th with 15. Myself in 6th with 14. Alconic 7th, 14. Incubus 7th. Arcolt, oh sorry, pardon me, 8th rather. Arcolt 9th, Dirty 10. Itzy 11, Clumsy 12th. Jomis 13. Austin 14, Actress 15. Oscarus 16th. Brad 17th place. LaBeouf 18th place. Poutine 19th place. So after Jomez being at the bottom, winning that last match, that leaves now Brad, Oscarus, and Poutine holding up the bottom of the scoreboard here. They have both Brad and Poutine have both been here for 6 matches apiece. It's a tough time down there at the bottom, but let's see if Brad's Tuatanga or Poutine's Maori come into effect here. And you might be wondering, why did people pick these civs today? Well, because, and I shall show you, this theme is Continental Choices by Color. So I asked everybody what their favorite colors were based on a world map that I found. And based on that map is just kind of how we're how everyone picked. So everyone gave me their favorite colors, and that corresponds to what color on the map is the continent or the you get it. Your favorite color corresponds to a continent. You pick a civ from that continent. There you go. That's what I mean. So we got the most amount of votes of blue. We got, I think, 1 orange, 1 or 2 oranges. We got a couple greens. We got 2 purples. I think we had 1 red, and we had none for North America. We had, and black as well. We had 2 for black. Actually, we had 3 for black. But we could only actually afford only 2 Antarctic civs, and one of them didn't work at the time of this gameplay. So Jomez decided to pick the least chosen, which was North America. So there you go. So I think there was 6 Oceania civs, which is quite a lot. But all right, we have our bonus points set up. And games with the resub.
Truly a sad moment with Black.
Games for Life Gamer with the fire type salt shaker there. Games, welcome back. Thank you for the resub there. It's okay, Games. You're still black. You still got Antarctica. You got Roald Amundsen. Speaking of which, everyone has spawned. Let's see what we got. We got a number of new resources out here, such as one of these examples being poppies, for example. Tin is another one. That reminds me, I gotta learn how to see where.
Hear heck, the meek shall inherit the earth.
I gotta see where iron is on the map.
Do not wait to strike till the iron is hot, but make it hot. Thou shalt not muzzle the.
There. Now I know where horses and iron are. We got a bunch of new resources like tin. We got poppies. We got timber, oysters. Maize, rice, sturgeon, tuna, dolphin, lobster. So cinnamon is now spices, by the way. Or spices is cinnamon, rather. Scallops, so just loads of different resources across the world. Definitely adds a lot of life to the world. Coconuts, you know, all that jazz. Many, many new resources to be traded. Flax. Brad's going to be picking that for the rest of his life. Coral. Lots of jazz. Lots of new resources. Look, lake fish, which means, look, now you can use the fishermen to actually get lake fish. Blue whale. Loads of resources out there in the world now. And let's check out this western continent here. Let's get a big fat overview. That was a long-winded intro, but we're here. It's all right. How you doing today, Games? Are you here to support Antarctica? I know Brad is here to support his Huitonga. So the western continent's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 civs that spawned on it, and 4 city-states sort of around it. 3 of them mostly. Eastern continent's got everybody else. Dire Docks hanging out here. Dire Docks has coffee. Yeah, because you need coffee to get through Dire Docks. Freaking snooze fest of a level. Narshi's got some poppies over there hanging out. And who are the neighbors here? Who's the... I genuinely don't remember who the hell's who already. I gotta have my sticky notes little updated here a bit. Games, I don't know if you saw my post in the chat there, but the Robert Scott Civ is in the process of being fully fixed, if not fully fixed already. So the next time around we do this and you decide to pick black, assuming Antarctica has a color, you can go with Robert Scott if you'd like. Speaking of Robert Scott, or the Antarctic Civ, where the hell did they spawn? Ah, over here. Ooh, they're not near any tundra or ice or anything, so I'm not sure if that's going to benefit them or hurt them at all. They have a unique scout in the form of dog sleds, so... But they're pretty isolated. They got some lonesome time there. I don't even know who this is, the TLA... Oh, the TLA Turks, this is Nelson. And then Austria's got the very bright colors. The very, very vivid red and white. We're playing with revolts. We're playing with Tile Conquest. We're playing. We got a big fat mod in the top of the screen there that says open. We can click on that to see who's spying on each other. But we also have the added Faith Pantheons as well. I forgot to mention that. And speaking of Faith Pantheon, the first one has already been chosen just a few hot turns in, 5 turns, with Ethiopia choosing Goddess of Protection, which is plus faith and culture from walls and bombardment strength from the city. Where is Ethiopia? Ethiopia is the dark one down here. Okay. Surrounded by poppies. So there's going to be more faith pantheons, more things to worship, many more resources out there in the world in terms of crab and berries and poppies and flax and tin and all this cool stuff. Civs are getting their second cities out now. Already a denouncing. Turn 6, Argentina has denounced Antarctica. That's interesting. I think that's the earliest we've ever seen a denouncing. Where's Argentina? Right here. Has denounced Antarctica. Why? Do they have a scout up there already? Oh, speaking of which, Nelson, as usual, his civs, very aggressive with the forward settling. They're already being neighbors to Antarctica. We might see a little Nelson and Games for Life going at it. This is Nelson's revenge on Games for all the hats he's made him wear. What does my Cleopatra got? What do we got here? Lapis Lazuli. 2 instances of Lapis Lazuli. We got cotton, we got stone, we got herring, we got dolphin. We got some clams. Look at all these aquatic resources. Lobsters. Look at that. We got some cool stuff up there. Emerald Hill Zone, flat in the middle of this large continent here. Emerald Hill Zone, not a Nintendo city-state name as such, but it's fine. I mean, Sonic and Mario are pals after all, I guess. Civs are getting their second cities out now. Who's this? Is this the Noongar? No, this is the Maori. Maori are still on 1 city at the moment, but their second settler is out and about. Austria is also on the move. Antarctica is also on the move. Another pantheon. The Celts. God of the Open Sky, which is culture and faith from pastures. Where are the Celts? Which color are they? Once I get the colors right, we'll be fine. Is this the Celts? No, that's Mongolians. I don't know what the hell the freaking Celts look like. What color are they? They're dark green, aren't they? Where are they? Is it them? This is them, yeah. From pastures. They have sheep nearby. 1, 2, 3. Deer nearby, I guess. Alright. No, deer use hunting camp, don't they? Yeah. Going into turn 10, and Boudica is currently in the lead there. Red Cloud also... Oh, Jomez in the lead! Jomez in the lead! Look at him go! Look at him go! What color is Jomez even? Which color is Red Cloud? Is this Red Cloud? The seer, yes. Okay. Man, why do the civs with similar colors have to be near each other? I'm gonna get mixed up again. The Red Cloud, or CU, have a lot of stuff nearby. They got rice, maize, copper. They got a lot going on here. It's a very populated area. Austria expanding slightly north with their city there. The second city from Antarctica coming out there. I like this very bright red. Oh, there's a bit of a revolt happening here. Heathen zealots have spawned in the city of Dublin and are causing a ruckus. They spawned on top of the mountain, actually, interestingly enough, so they're taking damage from ending their turn on mountain tiles. Okay, the resistance has been quelled. I know Arcolt likes Metroid. Where's Arcolt in vicinity to Zebes? Arcolt is the Geats? Yeah, I think these are the Geats up here. In fact, there's a bit of a rebellion happening up here. Okay, no, the Geats are very, very far away from Zebes. The closest city-state is Figaro Castle, which I'm not sure where that's from. Cleopatra putting down a rebellion. The peasants have rebelled. And the second city, I believe, has just come out from... oh, no, they just expanded. Never mind. The first wonder is out, and Jomez getting a big bump on this score there. Red Cloud completing the Temple of Artemis. And a third oral tradition. Culture and faith from plantations from this mod. Can Austria make use of plantations? You got cotton, dyes, a second instance of dyes. I don't know if rice uses plantations in this mod. Maybe. They might. I could get some good use out of that then. They got another... yeah, alright. I'll get some use out of that. They're getting... oh, I don't know if cacti use plantations either. Requires calendar. I'm not sure. We'll see once things start getting upgraded. The Celts getting 2 instances of jade being worked on here. They already got mines up, so they're already making extra money, extra production from those. Some pretty big expansion here from the Mongolians. Their cities are building... they're covering a lot of ground there. Nelson's Tila Turks are... it looks like they just put down a rebellion. And they're very coastal so far. They got a lot of gold. They got some berries. They got some tin. They got some amber nearby as a luxury resource. They'll be well fed. They got some production. They got some riches. And the first end of the classical era is actually the Celts. Who is Clumsy Golem's Civ. Haile Selassie getting great library. That's going to bump him up in points for sure. And science gain as well. He's working on the poppies now. I guess those are going to be using plantations as a upgradable thing. What do they call that? The thing that you build to improve resources. I see the first third city out there, and of course it's my Cleopatra, my girl. She's not being silly with any wacky forward expansions this time. She did settle kind of close to Antarctica there. Ooh, speaking of which, Antarctica, this city is surrounded now by Cleopatra and Maria Theresa. This is a very interesting city location up here. You got blue whale available, iron, dyes, fish, deer, production. Got the hills there. You got some. That's a pretty interesting little cute city up there. They end up getting one. All of Cleopatra's cities are river bound. This Hermopolis could be a crazy city. It's adjacent to a mountain. It's coastal and it's lake adjacent as well. That could be a pretty powerful. There's not many things in terms of resources, but that could be pretty good for some fancy buildings. The Geats have started worshipping the god of the sea. Production and faith from fishing boats. Well, Arcold civs tend to like the coasts. And looks like they're actually going to make some use out of it. Because they got 2 instances of blue crab here. They're going to be getting some, and it's a luxury resource as well, so they're going to get some happiness from it. They're going to get some food, some gold, some faith, some production. Those are going to be some great blue crab there. Those Geats go, I don't know. They can't really expand here. They kind of, I guess they can. Well, they have the belief they're gonna, if they're gonna build towards it, they gotta get some coastal cities out there. check up on our western continent here as the Tongan warriors. This is Brad Civ. Or the Tongans, rather. Have their third city out, and they have another settler out already, so they're going to be probably expanding soon again? Question mark? As civs are gradually entering the classical era. Who's this? This is the Fijians. This is who is this? This is Oscarus. You got a cargo ship out. Actually, they're going to be trading. The first religion is out. The Celts have founded Druidism in Edinburgh. Marie Therese. Holy shit, there's a lot happening this turn. The Celts got a religion. There's a bit of an uprising happening. The peasants have rebelled again. Marie Theresa getting Stonehenge. The Sioux are choosing the god of war. And speaking of war, we're already seeing it. Argentina has just declared war on the Celts. Holy shit, and Argentina's got a hell of a military already. And they are, from Buenos Aires, they are on their way to Dublin, who is very ill-defended. And Dublin and the Celts are in trouble early. Hey, Pat, welcome in. Pat, we were just talking about you. Ethiopia's got Oriental Orthodoxy in the city of Addis Ababa. Pat, we were just talking about you and the fact that you do not have a civ in this match. You did not choose anybody. Granted, you were on an vacation, you're in a trip to Japan, but you did not pick anybody. Before your trip, after your trip, nothing. So, I mean, Cool Cucumber folks may have a bit of a... The standings might be a bit in flux. Clumsy Golem, welcome in. You have just been declared war on in turn 25 by Falconix's Argentina. And Argentina is coming at Dublin in full force. You have chosen vanilla Celts for this one, so right away the first war declaration is coming from Falconix Argentina going to Clumsy Golem's Celts. So we're going to be spectating this little battle over here as Dublin is on the way of getting attacked. Surely, but oh god, there's quite the rebellion happening over here in the city of Harar for Ethiopia. Is that... no, that's just still the second city there. Maria Theresa getting quite a lot of land there. Oh, that's right. We're also playing with the mod Tile Conquest, which means military units can claim terrain as they are advancing or anything like that. So you can see here, these military units, they just started waltzing over. And of course, you know, they're in control of the land. So that is border expansion coming from these military units here. That is a very realistic kind of mod. The Maori getting the fourth wonder of the match, Statue of Zeus. That means that the Maori went honor. They're going a little more militant. What's happening with the Maori over here? That's the Sioux. This is the Fijians. Which one are the Maori? Tongans. Where the hell are the Maori? Mongolians. Brother, which one are the Maori? They're the Maori. Okay, Maori's the brown ones. Okay, got it. And speaking of military, they have quite a force happening here. Oh no, these are the Geats with quite the force. Oh, are they going to go to war against the Maori? What the hell is happening over here with Antarctica? Was there a rebellion over there? I guess so. How you doing today, Clumsy? The Celts have their Pictish warrior, their upgraded warrior. Are they attacking Dublin? Austria's founded Catholicism in Vienna. Okay, so all three religions are on the Eastern continent so far. You had a vasectomy yesterday. True. You're feeling rough from it? I don't even know what. Like, also Cleopatra just got 2 wonders in one turn. Mausoleum of Halicarnassus and the Hanging Gardens. Typical of Cleopatra. To have the wondrous cities. That's my girl. That's my girl right there. Yeah, I plan on getting one eventually, too. Just talking about medical procedures here. Okay, Argentina, are you doing anything, or are you just chilling outside of Dublin just watching? What are you doing? How will I spread it? Oh, freaking seeds in the garden, dog. See, with a 3rd city now, they could get Uluru. They gotta be careful with this Noongar settler over here. Wow, the Noongar actually have a lot of swordsmen out already. Mongolians putting down a rebellion. So I don't know, is this Mongolian? No, that's Fijian. So this is, okay, so these are 3. Ah. Seed already planted, germinated, and growing wild. God damn. Yeah, I mean, that's a good way of doing it. Clumsy Jr. is plenty. Ooh, Red Cloud with a terracotta army. Kakaba with a great lighthouse. Look at this resource-rich little land over here. More clumsy golems. Oh, and the Fijians are crossing the sea to see what the hell's happening over on the eastern continent over here. Oh, Dublin is now under attack. I guess Argentina was just staging their forces. And speaking of forces, what's this? The Tiela Turks are sort of moving on to the Argentinian city here of Paraná. Paraná, rather. Coming into turn 34, Haile Selassie, that is Ethiopia, Vanilla Ethiopia, first place at the moment. The Geats have founded a religion of Arianism in Skara. And they also have the Colossus. And who's this? This is the Tongans. This is Brad Civ, getting the pyramids. More workers for Brad. Brad's got to put his people to work. He's got a settler out in the sea. Where is that settler going? That settler is going out for an adventure, maybe over here on this fancy little island. It's going to be interesting to see how this match plays out. Our second place player on the standings, Cool Cucumber, Pat, is not represented on the map today. So the standings may be in some slight flux a little bit. Of course, the Civ at the bottom of the list, Argentina, is the one at war. Surprise, surprise. It's done nothing but build up a military. And there's the peace. Boudica has made peace with Juan Manuel de Rosas. And there's been a rebellion. The nobility have rebelled. There's horsemen have just spawned in the capital of Buenos Aires. As they're pillaging the village. Boudica fends off the first threat from invaders as Cleopatra gets another wonder. She's built Petra now too, and she's gonna get some use out of the desert tiles, I think. Can she? Is there desert here? Oh yeah, there's some nearby. She's gonna have to expand though. Oh, I never actually realized that the Geats are this close to Cleopatra. Well, with no war, another city here from... Okay, the Parthenon has been completed by the Maori. Yeah, I don't know what Argentina's up to. They built a huge military there just to amount to absolutely nothing. I guess they wanted, like... I don't know how intelligent the AI is. Like, did they just go to war just so they can get a bit of a land grab? And then just... I guess you could do that, right? Instead of, like, opening up your city and, like, paying for tiles. You could just go to war with somebody, bring your military over, get a land grab, and then get peace after the fact. I guess? Suppose? Ethiopia is in first place by a healthy margin, and I'm not sure why that is. They got poppies, they got truffles, they got 1, 2... They got 3 luxury resources, 1 extra of poppies, another extra of poppies. I mean, they can get good trades out. They got some surplus poppies. They got gems here. Antarctica and Argentina are actually hostile with each other. Almost kind of like real life, sort of. They are kind of nearby. I want to see the trades between Ethiopia. Exporting poppies to the Celts and importing iron from the Celts. Uh-huh. Poppies are luxury resources? Like, I didn't... What's the significance of poppies in the real world? Like, are poppies used in, like, medicines or something? Poppies are used in opium? Really? Or a major ingredient, rather, I should say. Is that a new city from... It is, a new city from Mongolia. Oh, and the Great Wall of the Siu. I saw that spawn. Dead center of the Western continent. That's Jomez's civ. Jomez taking a defensive position here in the Western continent. Jomez is actually... Jomez's civ is among the bottom of the scoreboard. Chimera Gamer's kind of around the middle, but Brad's at the bottom. This is Fiji. That is Oscarus. Oscarus is at the bottom. Mongolia is kind of around the bottom too. This is Incubus Civ. Brad's way over here. Joma's forming defensive lines just to claw his way out of the bottom. Arcolt, if you're just joining us, opium comes from poppy seed capsules. Oh shit, I had no idea. Today I learned. Whoa, 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 whoa! Yagan has declared war on Sorgatani, which is the Noongar declaring war on the Mongolians. That is Chimera Gamer declaring war on Incubus. Remember, we have the Tile Conquest mod on, so military actions can result in land grabs. Nelson has just announced Falconix. Patila Turks. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word. The unique Noongar unit there. Gidlibororyl. Well, Ethiopia is doing quite well. I wonder where they're getting so many points from. They don't have any wonders. They do have a religion, to be fair. And they're trading. They have a lot of... Okay, they got Jade on the go now, too. They got a mine set up there. And they're not missing resources or missing pixels or anything. Yay. Okay. Another Celt city has spawned very close to the Maori lands here. That eastern continent's getting very busy. Speaking of the Celts, they've just made Druidism better. Austria's denounced Argentina. Okay, yeah, Argentina is definitely a very, very fickle civ. They seem to be pushing the luck a little bit. And speaking of luck, the TLA over here are massing quite the military. Would not surprise me if they're going to go to war against somebody soon. They're actually friends with Austria, so that's probably not them then. Unless they're going to just betray them. But speaking of war, Red Cloud has just declared war on Kakobau, which is Fiji. So Jomez is going after Oscar's VT to the south. And Jomez actually has 4 cities out right now. God, look at Jomez with the new city out here. Getting some salt. He's got some truffles. Some rice is nearby. And there's a Fijian settler. Off it goes. I could have sworn we just heard this song already. Did I put on the wrong one? I think I put on the wrong mix. Yeah, I did. Oh no. There we go. We're back. That was the chill playlist, the not as good one. I'm gonna save this one just so I remember. Whoa! And 2 civs just declared war on Argentina. It's still peaceful up here for the most part. I say peaceful, they're at war. But there hasn't been any conquerings of any sort there. Maybe just some land grabbing. The CU are heading south towards... No, which one's their capital? Levuka? Poppy seeds that you get on your buns and muffins and all that, yeah. It's the same plant that we get opium, and therefore heroin, morphine, you shouldn't eat too many seeds, you might get high. Oh! I had no idea. I think something with poppy seeds is quite attractive. Like on buns or like, you know, like you mentioned, right? Buns and muffins and all that. So things with like poppy seeds I think are like, or like bagels, like a nice like poppy seed kind of bagel or kind of thing like that. Like I think it's quite the handsome baked good. Austria and what the hell is this? Austrian city. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this happening here? Itzia sending an Austrian settler right in between Ethiopian lands, splitting their borders. That is a very strange decision from the AI there. That's a wacky one. But Nelson and Itzia just joint declared war on Argentina. Which is kind of this section here. This is going to get messy. Okay, there's now been peace between Britannia and Uganda. Yeah, okay, so that didn't amount to much else either. Again, maybe it was another land grab. I don't know about this city from Austria. That's very, very questionable. The second place Austria may not be second place for much longer once that city decides to magically change hands. Now, are the civs just kind of going land grabby mode, or are they just fighting and actually doing something? The Geats have enhanced their religion. I've noticed this religion's been picked quite a lot. A lot of civs have picked Arianism. Is Austria committing any forces? Sort of? Uh-oh. The Celts have just declared war on the Maori now. And Ethiopia just declared war on Austria. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That's an immediate war declaration. I don't know what they were thinking when they placed that city down there. That's an absolute ridiculous call. This is shocking. That's a free city basically for Ethiopia now. Austria spent the resources to build up a settler, move the settler, waste time, build up a city, and now they're going to lose the city immediately. What a ridiculous play. Now, I don't know if in the Tile Conquest mod they actually take opposing civ boundaries. Let me actually open up the mod description and see what it specifically says. Oh, a new German civ has been uploaded recently under Wilhelm I. Oh, Kaiser Wilhelm. Oh yeah. What's it called? Land Tile Conquest. Tile Conquest. Units will capture tiles they occupy adjacent to your empire. Yeah. Combat land units can conquer enemy territory under the following conditions. Enemy tile must be adjacent to friendly territory. Yep. Cannot be adjacent to a city or a citadel. Yep. Capturing a citadel also captures the tiles. City-states cannot capture tiles, but it can be enabled. City capture. Distant tiles are returned to the original owner. Tiles from captured cities are not returned. Uh-huh. Combat land units can conquer enemy territory. Yeah, okay. So they straight up just... If military units just waltz in, they already claim the territory. Right. Ooh, that city's going down. Boudica's taken it, and Boudica's going hard on it. Aryans are essentially non-Trinitarian Christians. Let's see. It's a Nelson still two-pronged attack here on the wrath of Falconics. Let's check up on their score here. They are in last place at the moment. 257 points at the moment. They've gone all in on military. Like, they're not doing very much. How's Jomez going over here? Jomez is spreading the forces, but is moving south. Although it looks like the Mongolians are amassing a bit of a military. They got a catapult out. Arkol, we're neighbors in this game. That's a fascinating city. Antarctica is putting cities kind of wherever they can fit them at this point. Yeah, that Austrian city of Graz is going down. Oh, and this first city cap has occurred. As the Celts have captured a Tongan city. Or sorry, the Maori city, rather, pardon me. I just heard a rebellion occur. Oh dear. Oh, there's a rebellion happening actually in the Ethiopian capital. Peasant rebels, they are potentially not... Oh, there's a bunch of them apparently. They don't seem like they're a fan of the war going on here, I guess. Maybe there's a population issue happening. Assets, that's the word I was looking for. Not resources, assets. All the assets are here. So there's no purple lines. And yes. Whoa. The Sioux have captured a city from Fiji, and Ethiopia just got this Austrian city. 100%. Completely deserved. That is a ridiculous play. Oh, they went east. Oh, I see. Oh, look at that. This random-ass Fiji city. That's what happened. They settled over there, and Red Cloud's like, no. Fijian patriots. Seems to be a bit of a resistance movement happening here in Fiji. I kind of like this. Because look, they have, like, no land anymore. Austria took a bunch of the land from the west, and the Tiele Turks took a bunch of land from the north. And, like, the city's got, like, next to no borders now. Wow. Very fascinating mod.